Good morning, my dear students. Now I will discuss class 7 science from page number 129. Now I will discuss from reproduction in plants. It is from sexual reproduction in plants. Now I will discuss fragmentation. This process involves breaking out of the body. By the breaking of the body of a plant into two or more parts, also it is called the fragment. That means by the breaking down by any causes or the like a current, by the current of water, the Spirogyra will be breaking up their bodies, and also body will be divided by two or three parts. It is called the fragments. Each fragment grows and mature into a new plants. By this process they will be produce their new plant, or this is the process, reproduction process of Spirogyra also. So here is, for example, Spirogyra reproduce by fragmentation. By the fragmentation process, Spirogyra can reproduce. This one is Spirogyra. By the fragmentation, they are divided. The Spirogyra will be divided in two or three more parts. It will be called as fragmentation. The green patches floating on the surface of stagnant or water bodies like ponds or ditches are due to the growth of Spirogyra. Next, I will discuss the spore formation. Diopteris filixmas, also the example of spore formation. That means by the spore formation, Diopteris can be produced or reproduced. Now I will tell you what is spore formation. Some plants like mosses, ferns, organisms, that means the microorganisms, like fungi, example or e.g. the bread mold, reproduce through spore formation. They give rise to spore by cell division. By the cell division, they give rise to spore, which are very small bodies having a thick wall. That means the body will be small, but they have a thick cell wall. These spores develop into a new organism. A thick protective wall of spores enable them to survive in the unfavorable condition. That means if it is unfavorable conditions, or also it is tough for this mosses, ferns, also like the lack of water, extreme temperature, etc. These are the unfavorable condition. When the condition become favorable, the spore give rise to new organism. Next, I will discuss the vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation is a mode of reproduction in which the reproduction of new plants takes place from the vegetative parts. That means the vegetative parts also are roots, stem, leaves and buds of a plant. This one is called the vegetative propagation. By this vegetative propagation, plant can be reproduce their new plants. Natural method of vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation by roots, vegetative propagation by stems. Plants like carrot, sweet, potato, etc. can grow into new plants from their root cutting. From there or by their root cutting, the plants can be grow. Okay, like carrot, sweet potato, etc. Roots of these plants are swollen and have food stored in them. That means the root can store their food. Their root cutting have buds which when placed in moist soil give rise to a new plant. Then vegetative propagation by stem. Plants like sugarcane, money plant. This one is a picture of money plant. Banana, strawberry, potato, etc. reproduce from their stem cutting. Okay. Potato and underground stem has small buds called eyes. This one is called the eyes of the potato. It is the buds. On its surface, some eyes. These eyes, on coming to contact with moist soil, germinate and give rise to new plants. Next, I will tell you the vegetative propagation by leaves. The leaves of plants like begonia, bryophyllum, here is bryophyllum, produce buds on their margins. On touching moist soil, buds grow into a new plants. Artificial method of vegetative propagation. The method of artificial propagation: stem cutting, layering and grafting. Stem cutting here. A small piece of stem of a plant having least one node is called stem cutting. When a stem cutting is placed into a moist soil under suitable condition, obviously it should be needed the suitable condition, it develops a new leaves and roots. The stem cutting finally grows into a complete plant like rose, sugarcane, etc. Already discussed this. Layering. What is layering? This is the method. By this propagation method, the stem of a plant is bent down sharply into the ground like this, so that it is covered with soil. After removing a ring of bark from the stem, after some time, roots start growing from the cover stem. From the cover stem, after some days or after some time, roots start growing from the cover stem. Now, this plant is separated from the mother plant. That means now it is separate from the other plant. Do you understand? This one is called the layering. Now this plant is separate from the mother plant. Plant like honeysuckle, okay, rhododendron reproduce in this way. Grafting, that means has two part, scion, scion, scion and stalk. New varieties of plants are developed by this method. That means new variety, you can get the new variety of the plants by this method. In this method, a root portion, it is called stalk, is taken from one plant, and also stem portion that has many buds, it is called scion, is taken from the another part. That means you can collect a stalk. Stalk is the root portion of a plant. It is from one plant, and scion, it will be collected from another plant. The ends of the stalk and scion are obliquely cut and tied. Obliquely, that means this type of cutting is called the obliquely. Okay, obliquely cut and tied it together firmly and planted into the soil. This gives rise to a new variety of a plant. Then I will discuss the advantages of vegetative propagation. It is the fastest method of increasing a number of plants. That means it is the fastest method, and plants mature and bear the fruits faster. New plants are an exact copy of the parent plant. That means you can get the exact copy with the parent plant. That means the new plants are the same of the parent plant. So the desired qualities of the parent plants can be replicated in the new plant. Many seedless varieties of fruits can be obtained by this method, like grapes, banana, pineapple. Okay, that means the seedless variety. The disadvantages of vegetative propagation. Plants lost their vigor with time as there is no genetic variation. Genetic variation did not get from this propagation process. So this one is the disadvantages. If often result in overcrowding, so many plants are reproduced, this can result a lack of nutrition in the soil. Okay, so these are all about today's class. Thank you, my dear students. Thank you for watching. But you should learn these things, the method of artificial propagation, and also learn the vegetative propagation by roots, vegetative propagation by stem. You should learn this. What is spore formation and what is fragmentation? You should learn it. And you will draw the picture of sweet potato and eyes of the new plants, how to new plants grow from the eyes, and money plants and Spirogyra, the fragmentation in Spirogyra, and bryophyllum leaf with leaflet, stem cutting, layering and grafting, and disadvantages and advantages of vegetative propagation. So you should submit it to our WhatsApp group. Thank you, my dear students.